Okay, it's a game based on D-Day. It's based on Stan Hollis, who won a VC. So basically it's after they've come off the beach and they're moving inland now. So they're gradually pushing the Germans out of the way and advancing up as far as they can. We are actually using I Ain't Been Shotgun by Two Fat Lardies, which work very well because they're card generated, and we find the work excellent for this kind of game at this scale. We like the fact for the morale with the shock markers. The only thing we've changed is instead of killing on 5s and 6s, we only kill on 6s, and everything else is just shock. That way we find you don't lose everybody too quickly, because we've had trouble with that. We've had an excellent reaction today. Yeah, we usually get a good reaction here. It's a very 28mm orientated show anyway, so we do get a good reaction on our games. It's all first core stuff. All the figures are first core. The vehicles are actually by Corgi, 150 scale. The fencing and everything's been 3D printed or MDF laser cut. The dragon's teeth are all 3D printed. The chateau's been scratch built. Michael's built all the trenches from scratch, which look very nice. And some of the bunkers are also 3D.
Hi Stormy, I'm here mate playing Chain of Command 2 and I've been rolling it out and showing all the people who are keen to come along and have a go, and that's what we did all day actually. We played 2 really top games, really good fun. The nice thing about it is we're at that forward point with the development of the game where we're able to go out and do what I can't remember what I call it, show and tell or something like that. Anyway, look and learn or I spy or something. Anyway, so that's what we've been doing today. We've been playing the game, showing it to people and saying, what do you think? And they're going, hey, I really love it. Yeah, they love the new rules. They didn't like the old rules. They like the new rules. Well, they love the old rules, but now they've seen the new rules, mate. They're blown away. In fact, that's why they're not here. A lot of people said to me the highlight of that day was meeting you. But in gaming terms, I think what they've enjoyed is seeing the fact that the game has become more dynamic. A lot of people said to me, I was a bit concerned, I didn't really want Chain of Command to change. And I said, well, it hasn't changed. Not like some Frankenstein mutant monster that has evolved. But what's happened is we've just layered on another little bit of opportunity to react and respond. So it's making the game more interactive. It's not your turn and then my turn. It's your turn with maybe, who knows, I could turn up.
We've brought our demo game. There's a group of us that are friends called the Bodkins, and we get together and we normally do medieval games. That's where the name the Bodkins came from. But today we've branched out and we're doing a 7 years war game. And it's basically because the 7 years war game is something I've been trying to collect for 25 years. Some of the castles and buildings on the table have been getting made in that period of time. And every time I've tried to get enough figures together, I've failed, started again. But today, we've managed to do it. We've managed to get it. And we've actually got some figures that were specially sculpted for 7 years war for my company, which is a hobby company. It's more of a vanity company than a business, because I get the miniatures I want. It's called Claymore Castings. We normally make medieval figures, but I wanted some 7 years war figures, so we're very lucky to get the sculptor Nick Collier along to sculpt the figures for us. The battle is the Battle of Zorndorf. It's a very brutal 7 years war battle when the Prussians fighting the Russians. The two of the sides claimed victory after the battle. Prussia claimed victory because they felt they stayed on the battlefield where the Russians retreated. We're not fighting Zorndorf today, we're fighting the aftermath of Zorndorf. The Prussians shadowed the Russians as they were retreating. So we decided to have a game today where it's a made-up fictional game with what happens if the Prussians decided to engage. So what we did to show the troops had a battle the day before is we've done a roll for casualties in the brigade at the beginning of the game. And every brigade, we're using Valour and Fortitude rules, by the way. And every brigade took casualties, and what we did is we put casualties out between and shared the units in the brigade. And that showed that they were in a bad state from the battle. And then we also rolled on the powder value to see how much powder they had, because it was a really brutal battle. And the two sides were really reluctant to engage again. But we've done the game today because there wasn't a big castle at Zorndorf, there wasn't some of the scenery we've got, and I really wanted to show off all the nice buildings and things that we've got. So we decided to do the what if today. So we can see there's a Russian supply column trying to get off the table, and the Russians have turned around to try and stop that from being captured by the Prussians.